Yeah, I'm Amaya Whisper, a bratty, unhinged VTuber that sings, voice acts, and does ASMR, and today I'm going to be reacting to the new Alien Stage video, which is called Wiege, which, I'm German, but not German enough, so I don't know what that means. I assume this is German, but there are a couple things before we get into it. I believe this is Luka's backstory with Huna, and I think it's just like them in an act garden, and in the teaser, you know, this isn't cope, okay, but in the teaser there was the word alive in Morse code, and I don't know if that's referring to Till or Luka, but if Luka dies, I die, and then everybody else dies, so let's hope that doesn't happen, right? Also, I believe all the characters are alive secretly in my head, and that's not delusional. I'm just mentally ill. Anyways, let us get into the reaction. This is completely blind, by the way. I haven't seen anything aside from a teaser. Oh, so it's right at the end of the previous round. I think... Oh, that was an unfortunate time to pause, but I'll be interjecting my thoughts here and there throughout this, but I think it's really sad and bittersweet that if you've noticed, Luka doesn't acknowledge the expression on Hyuna's face at all that entire time, and it kind of goes to show like the different perspectives and the different perceptions of like how they feel and how they think of things in an act garden, because even though Luka can be a villain, I don't think he's the antagonist. I would say that the antagonist overall is like the system that they go through and that they're forced to compete in, and everyone's a victim at the end of the day. Missy's hair is still long here, so I assume that this is right after she was rescued, I think, from, was it round 3, I believe? My ship. I think this part here, I mean, obviously there's a lot to go into, but this immediate transition into like the childlike Luka really goes to show that even though he has grown up and even though he has actually like developed intellectually, because he's become a lot more manipulative and he's learned how to read the like emotions around him more, he's still like this sad child inside that just wants like Huna's love and affection, or at least her gaze. Even if it's not her love, even if it's like her hatred, I think he wants it. Wait, was this? Oh my god. Was that after Hyunwoo died? Right here? Where she's crying? If this is after when Hyunwoo died and she's still letting him cling to her like that despite like the look on her face, and then she fucking took a bullet, bro. I can't do this anymore. Alien stage friends are allergic to happiness.
널 많이 미워했어. 나는 매 시간 다음으로 나아가야 하는데 그랬는데 네가 내 유일한 약점이었지. 그래서 네가 너무 미웠어. 루카, 사랑하며 살아. 아픔도 나약함도 못 봐주게 부끄러운 순간들도 받아들여. 스스로를 용서해. 몇 번이고 몇 번이고 모든 건 그때부터 시작이야.
There's no way. There's no way she did. No. There's no way. Oh my god, no. Why does this happen to me every single time? Okay, so I looked at the meaning of Wiege, and it means cradle, and I think a lot of this has to do with like Luka's innocence, you know? Like you could say that, oh yeah, Luka's not an innocent character. Like I think he's very manipulative and calculating, but I think that at a core, when you like break Luka down to like I guess his like raw kind of like state, it's very childlike, and I think that Huna recognized that all along. Here in this scene, I don't, what is this, like a spaceship? It seems pretty archaic for a spaceship in Alien stage, but maybe this is like the beginning spaceship or something from like the beginning. I don't know if this like represents like a freedom or like something like that, or maybe this is a missile or rocket or something that the resistance has fired. What is here? Let's go through this again. I don't know what to say because I don't know why, but I didn't like, I felt like Huna would die at some point, and I can understand this. I didn't particularly have any expectations going in, but it really hurts now that I've experienced it. Let's go through it again. That's fine. This is a Morse code where it said alive. I think that if we didn't want to go down the Cope Delulu path, then I think that could also mean like, I guess, Hyuna telling Luka to live, and I guess to be, I don't know, more, not necessarily honest, because I feel like he's not necessarily hedonistic, but he's very determined to get what he wants. But I think to live in like a less oppressed way, if he can. This too, Luka's guardian went through many like experiments on Luka to shape him into basically the perfect idol, and he had a previous winner of Alien stage under his belt too, and he went through a lot. And Luka was also very frail as a child physically. Like if you saw, he was like very small compared to his peers as well. And each like person went under like special training. This is so haunting. Let's go back and see what else was in this room. So we have the flowers from a nut garden. We have some sort of diagrams here. I'm not sure what this is for. This is, I think... Wait, is this a stage from round 3? Wait, I think this is a stage from a previous round. I'm not sure which round it is, though. I mean, I think that's another image of Huna. The camera, Rubik's Cube, books. CD. It's just all Huna on the ground. It's really sad because, like, I feel like for Huna, Luka was very much like a connection to the good times, and you could see her self-medicating with like the alcohol, and like even though like she was smiling and like she had these moments previously, like here you could see her like breaking down time and time again, you know, how hard it was. And I think that for her, even though like there's feelings of resentment towards Luka, there's also this feeling of simpler times with him, you know, where she didn't have to worry so much about all this. And I think when it says like over here, I think gentle now go to sleep, I think it's like very much her just wanting to rest and being tired. But Huna isn't someone who would go down fighting, you know, like this is the only way that she would go down. There's no other way. Like she can't quit, and I feel like it would go against everything for her to quit, and I think she would feel incredibly like guilty and angry at herself. No, my doomed Yuri. Let's see, is there anything? I don't really see anything here. I think that's before Ivan until we're really talking. Everyone else's... Yeah, you see everyone else's faces are crossed out because to Luka they didn't exist. Here's Huna, here's Hyunwoo. I think this is supposed to be Luka, but even Luka doesn't exist here. I don't know if this is... I assume it's supposed to be Luka because they're holding hands. And if it is Luka, I think it says a lot about how he sees himself. I don't think Luka really has much of his own identity. I think that you can see like in his obsession, it's very been focused on Hyuna, and he's never really put thought into who he is or why he is who he is. It's just about achieving that goal. He doesn't really have a sense of self, you know? I'll never be happy, bro. When was this? Sorry. Is this when... Oh, I think that was when Till was definitely alive. No! We could have had this! It's so fucking sad because these are the lives that they were robbed of because they didn't get to have it. What was on the card? Let me slow it down a little bit. That is not slowing it down. Playback speed. Okay, I slowed it down a lot. I can't read this. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna be sneaky and watch me Google Lens this. Actually, 5head. If only I could read Korean. Well, I mean, a little bit. A little bit. Let's see. It didn't work! No! Let's see. Let me do it like this. I'm struggling. I think it's because it's a picture, not what do you call it? I'm sure someone will translate it. I will not be that someone. It did not work. I'm sad. I think it's a happy birthday card, and I think Ivan's birthday was like yesterday or today, or not birthday, but happy adoption day. He was called. Is that where he was called Little Bean? I know he was called Little Bean by his Seigyen. That's really wholesome. I don't know who this is supposed to be representative of, but there's a bow, so I assume maybe Sua and Mizzy. No. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Are they supposed to be like mini Lukas? I assume these are experiments by Heparu, which is Luka's Seigyen. I think this is also an interesting contrast because this is if you listen here, it sounds like a waltz, and the the last like duet, or I guess like the duet that he did with Mizzy was very dance focused, and he was imitating Sua. I'm not sure who this is. Maybe this is relevant to the scene with the parents we saw earlier. I assume it's some sort of like relative. Without a word, you'll embrace the sea that sings. I think the worst part is too, this whole thing sounds like almost like a lullaby too. And yeah. I feel like too for Huna, when she looks at Luka, she feels as though she couldn't protect him from what the alien stage like system made him into, basically, because there are a number of ways that you can like assimilate to something, or like a trauma response. There's like fight or flight, you know, stuff like that. And I think in Luka's there's like fawn, fight, flight, etc. Luka, I wouldn't say that he's completely assimilated to the system, but he definitely uses the system to his advantage. And I think that Hyuna feels guilty that she couldn't save him from that, but simultaneously like sees part of herself in Luka, and that he's still kind of stuck in this state that they were in when they were younger, and he's never moved forward. And I think that's part of why she tells him that she wants him to look forward. I think too that because if you see before, like Luka had it crossed out in the drawing, right, when he was a child, and I brought up that he didn't really have a sense of self, and she's like saying everything begins here. I think this is for Luka to become his own person, like without Hyuna and Hyunwoo. And I think this also proves too that this especially he cared about Hyunwoo, which I think there's like other like Patreon stuff, which don't like the stuff from Vivinos is Patreon, by the way. But there's like other stuff that like kind of implies that Luka did care about Hyunwoo, and it's like a very complicated relationship. Mind you, like a lot of stuff in Alien Stage is up to interpretation. Some stuff gets confirmed, other stuff does not, you know? And yeah. I didn't watch this. I didn't watch the last part. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought that was the end. My bad. Bro, give my girl a break. Stop mind breaking Mizzy. She's actually crashing out. Wow. Sorry, that wasn't I don't know what to say. Maybe I'll do an analysis video and break down my thoughts more than I already have. It's already been like 21 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts. I have another reaction video for round 6, I think, on my channel. I'll link it here. But have a great day. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.